and welcome to the new episode of Astrological Interpretations. This is the Path of Stars. In today's episode, we will take a look at the results of the transit of planet Pluto through all the houses. Even though Pluto is the smallest and the slowest moving planet in our solar system, its impact in a birth chart is very important. Pluto has just recently transited into Aquarius, and it will stay here till the year of 2043, which means for almost 20 years. The last time Pluto was in Aquarius was in the late 18th century. In the first part of this video, we will take a look at the meaning of Pluto and its signification in a birth chart, and then in a later part of this video, we will take a look at the results of a transit Pluto through all the houses. So let's begin with the meaning of Pluto's implications. In astrology, Pluto is considered a powerful and transformative planet associated with the underworld and hidden power symbolized with volcanoes. It's associated with deep psychological process, the subconscious, regeneration, and profound changes and transformations. So if we begin with the transformation aspect of Pluto. Pluto is often referred to as the planet of transformation. It represents the process of death and rebirth, indicating the cycles of growth, evolution, and profound change that individuals and societies experience. Pluto's energy brings about intense and transformative experiences that can lead to personal empowerment and inner growth. The second aspect of Pluto could be power and control. Pluto is associated with issues of power, control, and manipulation. It represents the hidden forces and dynamics that shape our lives, including power struggles, hidden agendas, and the need to assert personal power. Pluto's influence can bring about a deep exploration of power dynamics and a desire to understand and transform them. Pluto's association with zodiac sign Scorpio and the 8th house, it is also connected with deep psychology and the subconscious. Pluto rules the realm of the unconscious mind, the shadow self, and the hidden aspects of our psyche. It represents our deepest desires, fears, and motivations that often operate below the surface. Pluto's energy encourages us to delve into our subconscious, confront our fears, and undergo psychological transformations for personal growth. Pluto is also associated with regeneration and rebirth. It signifies the cycles of death and renewal, the shedding of old layers of identity, and the emergence of a transformed self. The energy of Pluto encourages us to release what no longer serves us, embrace transformation, and rise stronger from the ashes like phoenix. Pluto also governs hidden truths, secrets, and the uncovering of buried information. It represents the urge to unveil hidden knowledge, uncover mysteries, and reveal the truth. Pluto's energy can bring about intense investigations, research, and a desire to dig beneath the surface to understand the deeper layers of existence. Pluto is also associated with intense emotions, obsessions, and fixations. Its energy can bring about profound emotional experiences, passionate connections, and a deep desire to explore the depths of human experience. Pluto's influence can also lead to obsessive tendencies or a compulsion to uncover hidden truths and understand the darker aspects of life. In addition to personal transformations, Pluto also represents larger societal and generational shifts. Due to its slow movement through our solar system, it usually impacts the whole generations. The personal aspect on an individual life and impact is usually when Pluto approaches and transits over a personal planet of an individual. It has especially powerful impact when it transits over natal moon, as the moon is associated with our mind, with our emotions, and subconscious to a point. And when Pluto, which is also associated with our psyche, transits over this sensitive and impressionable planet, moon, it totally impacts our total emotional and psychological imprint. Pluto symbolizes the collective transformation and evolution of societies, cultural revolutions, and the breaking down of outdated structures to make way for new paradigms. Pluto's energy is often associated with social change, upheaval, revolutions, and the power struggles that arise during transformative periods. The placement of Pluto in each astrological house in a birth chart can provide insights into the areas of life where transformative and powerful energies are at play. It's important to remember that Pluto's energies usually work beneath the surface, and its impact is more obvious when Pluto is associated with a personal planet or an important point in a birth chart. As Pluto is one of the slower moving outer planets, its association with another outer planet is usually more generational in its impact and does not influence individuals to a bigger extent. But when Pluto is associated with personal inner planets like the Sun and Moon, Mercury, Venus, and even Mars, the influence on an individual's personal experiences is significant. Even though Pluto is considered a higher octave of Mars and it kinda has similar energies, the connection between Mars and Pluto in a birth chart is not usually considered good. This combination of Mars and Pluto can make individuals, especially in a more negative aspects like square, opposition, or conjunction, especially if placed in a more malefic house, can make individuals highly energetic, impulsive, and restless, and such individuals are very likely to react with the slightest of provocation. Similarly, it applies to combination of Pluto and Moon, where individuals are also more likely to experience anxiety, depressive thoughts, or even impulsive reactions, which may border to manipulative or vengeful tendencies. In such cases, it is very important to analyze the whole birth chart to see whether the influence of Pluto is more benefic or malefic in its nature. Pluto represents deep psychological process, hidden desires, and the need for regeneration and transformation, and the placement of Pluto in an astrological house signifies where the area where our obsessive thoughts or obsessions in general, or some potential traumas or traumatic experiences are felt in our lives. So let's look at the placement of Pluto in each house. Pluto in the first house suggests a powerful and intense presence. You may possess a charismatic aura that draws others to you. Your personality is likely to have hidden depths and a strong desire for personal transformation. You are driven to uncover your authentic self and may undergo profound self-discovery through your life. The placement of natal Pluto in a first house, especially very close to the ascendant degree, may indicate that at the time of individual's birth or around that time, there was a traumatic experience like death associated or connected in his family surroundings. Pluto in the second house indicates a transformative relationships with material possessions, finances, self-worth, and family. Your hidden personality traits may revolve around issues of control, attachment, and the need to let go of material attachments. You may be driven to cultivate a deeper sense of self-value and transform your relationship with money and possessions. On a more negative side, this placement can mean that the individual is more materialistic and greedy when it comes to material possessions, and it may also indicate some toxic environment or traumatic experiences within the family environment. Pluto in the third house suggests intense and transformative communication style and intellectual pursuits. Your hidden personality traits may involve a deep desire for knowledge and a need for profound connections in your immediate environment. You may possess hidden depths in your thinking patterns and a need for transformative experiences throughout learning and sharing ideas. This placement, especially if malefically influenced, may indicate some toxic relationship style with your siblings, your peers, or your neighbors. Pluto in the fourth house indicates deep emotional process and transformative experiences within the realm of home, family, and roots and ancestors. Your hidden personality traits may involve a profound and complex emotional world, and you may have experienced intense family dynamics or changes in your early life, especially associated with your mother. You have a deep need for emotional security and a personal desire to transform the foundations of your life. If natal Pluto in the fourth house is associated with Mars, this placement can indicate some sort of abuse or violence within the home life. Pluto in the fifth house suggests intense and transformative creativity, self-expression, and romantic experiences. Your hidden personality traits may revolve around a deep need for self-discovery through creative outlets and passionate connections. You are driven to create transformative experiences and may possess hidden depths in your artistic pursuits and romantic relationships. This placement can indicate that a person is attracted to romantic partners who do possess some sort of toxic or abusive personality traits. And on the other hand, such people are usually prone to hidden or secretive relationships in their romantic area. Association with Pluto and Ketu, or the south node of the moon, in the fifth house in a natal birth chart may indicate some difficulties when it comes to progeny. Pluto in the sixth house indicates transformative process related to work, health, and daily routines. Your hidden personality traits may involve a deep need for self-improvement, healing, and efficiency. You may undergo profound transformations in your work life and have a hidden desire for personal growth and empowerment in your daily habits and well-being practices. This placement can also indicate some toxic or manipulative association with your enemies. Although well-placed Pluto in the sixth house does indicate victory over your enemies. Pluto in the seventh house of relationships suggests intense and transformative relationships, partnerships, and collaborations. Your hidden personality traits may involve power dynamics, control issues, and a deep desire for authentic connections. You may attract intense and transformative relationships into your life and have a hidden need for deep emotional bonds and personal growth through partnerships. This placement may indicate a potential abusive relationships or substance abuses within the marriage or partnerships. Pluto in the eighth house indicates a profound connection to the realms of transformation, shared resources, intimacy, and the occult. Your hidden personality traits may involve a deep fascination with the mysteries of life, emotional intensity, and a need for deep psychological growth. You may possess hidden depths in your understanding of the occult, psychology, or hidden knowledge. A more negative association of this placement can be that such individuals usually have some sort of experience with abuses in the intimate or sexual front. Pluto in the 8th house, if negatively placed, can be also associated with the dark triad in psychology. Pluto in the 9th house suggests transformative experiences and hidden desires related to higher education, travel, and belief systems. Your hidden personality traits may involve a deep need for profound knowledge, spiritual exploration, and a desire for transformative experiences through learning and expanding your horizons. This placement can also show some power struggles or clashes with your mentors or teachers. This placement of natal Pluto in the 9th house, especially if it's malefically associated, could indicate potential scams or other such incidents when it comes to travel and foreign countries, or foreigners even in your own country, or potential scams from so-called fake spiritual gurus. Pluto in the 10th house indicates powerful and transformative energies related to career, public image, and authority. Your hidden personality traits may involve a deep desire for personal empowerment, a need for control, and a transformative approach to your professional life. You may possess hidden ambitions and intense drive for success and recognition. This placement can be excellent for someone related to business or politics, where individuals' charm, charisma, and power can shine. This placement, in a more negative sense, may indicate some problems or power clashes either with father or fatherly figures, as well as potential authority figures like bosses or the government. Pluto in the 11th house suggests transformative experiences within social circles, friendships, and aspirations. Your hidden personality traits may involve a deep need for authentic connections, a desire to make a lasting impact on society, and a transformative approach to your social life. You may attract powerful and influential people into your life as your friend circle and have hidden desires for collective change. Pluto in the 12th house indicates profound and transformative energies related to spirituality, subconscious mind, and hidden realms. Your hidden personality traits may involve intense emotional process, a deep connection to the collective unconscious, and a need for spiritual growth and transformation. You have hidden depths of intuition and may be drawn to exploring the mysteries of the unseen. When Pluto is negatively placed in the 12th house, this can indicate potential deep-rooted fears or phobias or other OCD-like tendencies. As the 12th house is also associated with sexuality, this placement can indicate either obsessive thoughts regarding sexuality, or on the other hand, fear of intimacy or potential traumas related to potential abuses. Now let's take a look at the meaning of Pluto's transit into Aquarius. Pluto's transit into Aquarius can have a transformative impact on both individuals and the whole generations and the society in general. The rising sign, or the ascendant, represents the sign that was rising on the eastern horizon at the precise time of your birth. The ascendant or the rising sign plays a significant role in shaping your personality and the way you interact with the world. Please note that these are just general implications of Pluto's transit into Aquarius, and you need to compare it to your natal chart to see whether this Pluto will have a more powerful or weaker influence in your astrological birth house where the Pluto is transiting, and this is due to potential planets where Pluto will transit over, especially if the planet is personal inner planet, where we include the Sun, the Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. So let's begin first with Aries ascendants. Pluto's transit into Aquarius brings transformation and intense energy to your social life and aspirations as it transits your 11th house. You may experience changes within your social circle, involvement in group activities, and the pursuit of humanitarian or progressive causes. This transit encourages you to redefine your role within society and make a lasting impact. With this Pluto's transit in Aquarius, you may feel a strong urge to break free from societal norms and make a significant impact on group dynamics. You could become involved in transformative group activities or social causes that align with your values. This transit can also bring power struggles within friendships or organizations, prompting you to assert your individuality while working towards collective change. It is also possible that some of your friendships from your past may re-emerge during this transit, totally unexpectedly, and on the other hand, it may also mean that you may transform your friendship circles altogether. For Taurus ascendants, Pluto's transit affects your career and public image as it transits your 10th house. It can bring powerful transformation and regeneration in your professional life. You may encounter significant shifts in your career path, ambition, and influence. It's a time to let go of outdated structures and embrace transformational opportunities that align with your long-term goals. You may experience a profound transformation in your professional life, possibly involving a career change, shifts in ambition, or a desire to contribute to progressive and innovative fields. This transit invites you to embrace your authenticity and redefine your goals in alignment with societal shifts and advancements. This transit, especially if associated with any personal planets in your 10th house, can signify potential rising career or sudden fall. It all depends on the overall placement of your birth chart. As the 10th house is also the most visible house of the public, this transit of Pluto over your house of career and public image and reputation and status, this can also have an impact on your overall image in society, and you should be careful of potential scandals. For Gemini ascendants, Pluto's transit through Aquarius may have an impact on your beliefs, philosophy, and higher education as it transits your 9th house. You might experience a deep transformation in your worldview, seeking profound knowledge and understanding. This transit may also inspire you to share your ideas and communicate your beliefs with intensity and conviction. You may feel compelled to explore profound philosophical, spiritual, or religious ideas and engage in intellectual pursuits. This transit can also bring intense communication and powerful connections with people who expand your worldview and challenge your existing beliefs. This may also implicate a certain transformative connections with foreigners or in foreign lands. You should be careful during this transit not to fall victim to potential scams or any other underworld activities during your travels or association with the foreign, or in connection with potential spiritual teachers, religious teachers, or any professors or teachers related to higher education. For Cancer ascendant, Pluto's transit influences your intimate relationships, shared resources, and psychological transformation as it transits your 8th house. You may experience intense emotional changes within your partnerships and a need to deepen your connections on a profound level. This transit encourages you to confront deep emotional patterns, release attachments, and transform your approach to intimacy and shared finances. You may experience power struggles or intense emotional shifts within partnerships, leading to a need for greater authenticity and emotional growth. This transit encourages you to release attachments, confront fears of vulnerability, and create healthier patterns of emotional connection. If Pluto is well placed during this transit through your 8th house, for Cancer ascendants, this can be a period where you may get potential inheritances or other monetary gains which are not expected, like lottery gains or any other gifts or even passive income. In a more malefic associations, this can be quite the contrary, and you may get sudden losses. This is also a very vulnerable time for mental stability, as during this time, Cancer ascendants will be more prone to emotional and psychological instabilities. For Leo ascendants, Pluto's transit through Aquarius affects your partnerships, both personal, like marriage, and professional partnerships, as Pluto will be transiting your 7th house. You may experience a profound transformation in your one-on-one relationships, with power dynamics and issues of control coming to the surface. This transit encourages you to create balanced and authentic connections that empower both parties involved. Power dynamics within partnerships could be amplified, urging you to establish balanced and authentic connections. This transit also encourages you to explore creative collaborations and engage with others who empower and challenge you to grow. During this transit, Leo ascendants should avoid any secrecy or manipulations within marriage or other partnerships, as this can potentially lead to potential traumatic experiences or even abuses, resentments, or hatred, which can impact their overall life experiences on all other fronts. Due to this, there is a possibility for Leo ascendants to transform their relationships radically during this transit, which means if single, people may encounter potential marriage partners, but they need to be very careful to really get to know the person whom they mean to marry, to avoid potential later problems due to any psychological issues, power struggles, or secrecy. Or on the other hand, for people already in relationships, this transit through the 7th house of Pluto may cause either breakups or divorce, or on the other hand, partners or spouses may decide together to transform their toxic or relationship which is not working and seek professional counseling and help to save and transform their relationships. For Virgo ascendants, Pluto's transit influences your daily routines, work environment, health, and any legal issues. You may experience significant changes in your work life with a focus on transformation, efficiency, and healing as Pluto is transiting your 6th house. This transit encourages you to let go of unhealthy habits and embrace a more empowered and transformative approach to your well-being and daily life. You may experience transformative changes in your work life, health practices, or any ongoing diseases, or service-oriented pursuits and legal issues. This transit promotes you to release unhealthy habits, embrace efficiency and self-improvement, and seek a more empowered and transformative approach, especially when dealing either with co-workers or even in litigations. Pluto's transit through your sixth house, if malefically associated, may mean some power struggles or unseen or unforeseen challenges or changes in your potential ongoing litigations. So you need to be very, very careful when dealing with any agreements or signing of any documentation, because there might be some hidden finer prints associated with the offered deal or hidden agendas from your enemies. On the other hand, well-placed Pluto during this transit through your sixth house does indicate that you will win over your enemies in a long run. As the sixth house is also associated with health, and Pluto can be associated with hidden things and malignancy, during this transit you should be careful and take care of your health to avoid potential malignancies or unexpected health issues. For Libra ascendants, Pluto's transit through Aquarius affects your creativity, romance, self-expression, and children as it transits your fifth house. You may experience a deep transformation in your creative projects, romantic relationships, and personal identity. This transit encourages you to embrace your authentic self, explore your passions, and express your individuality with intensity and purpose. This period can bring intense and passionate connections, as well as a need to express your authentic self more fully. You may also experience a re-evaluation of your personal identity, artistic pursuits, and the role of pleasure and joy in your life. As the fifth house is also associated with children and progeny, during this transit of Pluto through your fifth house, if it is negatively associated, there may be some issues with children, which could be in a form of difficulty with getting pregnant, or on the other hand, difficulty in relationship with your children, as there may be potential power struggles. For Scorpio ascendants, this transit of Pluto through your fourth house may not be the easiest of the transits. This Pluto's transit influences your home, family, and emotional well-being and your subconscious. You may experience powerful transformations within your domestic life and family dynamics. This transit encourages you to confront deep-rooted emotional patterns, release ancestral baggage, and create a more empowered and authentic foundation for yourself. This transit encourages you to establish healthier boundaries and create a more empowered and authentic foundation for yourself and your loved ones, especially because Pluto in the fourth house can impact the subconscious or the mind of an individual, which can result in a suspicious or obsessive tendencies towards your family and home environment. This can potentially cause friction within the home life and cause unnecessary power struggles and resentments. Pluto's transit, if negatively associated within the fourth house, especially in connection either to the moon or even Mercury, This can indicate potential substance abuses within the family home or potential physical abuses or violence within the family members. As the fourth house is also associated with the land and the home, this transit can also indicate a potential extreme transformation of the home or even moving places. The fourth house is also connected with the mother of an individual, so during this transit there may be some more tense relationship with mother or motherly figure or other women within the family, like grandmothers, especially in a form of potential manipulation or obsessive tendencies and power struggles. This can also indicate problems for the mother in regards to health, especially mental health or potential malignancies. For Sagittarius ascendant, Pluto's transit through Aquarius affects your communication, learning, and immediate environment as it transits your third house. You may experience transformative changes in your mindset, educational pursuits, and the way you communicate with others. This transit encourages you to seek knowledge with intensity, embrace transformative experiences, and share your ideas with conviction. You may feel a strong urge to seek profound knowledge, engage in transformative experiences, especially in a form of transformative writing or writing therapies, and also share your ideas with conviction. This transit encourages you to embrace the power of your words, spoken or written, expand your intellectual horizons, and advocate for causes that resonate with you. The third house is also associated with siblings, so this transit of Pluto through your third house may cause some power struggles or secrecy with your siblings. If Pluto is somehow associated with Moon, Mercury, or Mars during this transit through your third house, this can potentially indicate mental distress or anxiety or restlessness. For Capricorn ascendant, Pluto's transit influences your finances, values, self-worth, and family as it transits your second house. You may experience intense transformations in your financial situation, material possessions, and self-esteem. This transit encourages you to redefine your values, let go of attachments to material things, and cultivate a more empowered and authentic sense of self-worth. You may experience shifts in your financial situations, which, if negatively placed, this Pluto can cause you to lose financial stability or cause fluctuation of your finances, especially if associated with the moon. Or on the other hand, Pluto, well aspected in the second house, may cause extreme amounts of wealth. This transit also encourages you to release attachments to material possessions, embrace a more empowered and healthy relationships with money, and cultivate a deeper sense of self-value. As the second house is also associated with food and eating habits, this transit of Pluto may indicate extreme transformations in your dietary habits. For Aquarius ascendant, this is a very important transit as Pluto will transit its own sign in your first house or the ascendant. This can bring profound transformations to yourself, to your identity, self-image, your ego, and personal goals. You may experience a deep inner transformation and a powerful urge to reinvent yourself. This transit encourages you to embrace your personal power, let go of outdated patterns, and create a new and authentic sense of self. During this transit, you may undergo a period of intense self-discovery where you confront deep-rooted patterns or fears, shed old layers of yourself, and emerge as a more authentic and empowered version of who you are. This transit encourages you to embrace your personal power and embark on a transformative journey of self-realization. As the first house or the ascendant is also associated with the body and also the image as well as health, Pluto's transit, if well placed, may indicate that you will undergo a image transformation, that you will change the way you look, the way you behave and act. If there is a negative malefic association with this Pluto on your ascendant, especially with Rahu or the north node of the moon, then this transformation or change may look in a way that such people will tend to fall into a more darker areas, have a certain fascination with darkness or death, and may even undergo some extreme unhealthy ways of either piercing or tattoos. Not saying that these are unhealthy practices, but such people may go to extremes. On a very positive note, this transit for Aquarius ascendants may cause or enable such people to finally undergo certain therapies or work on themselves to release potential deep-rooted, toxic or traumatic experiences which they could not release until now. And lastly, for all Pisces ascendants, Pluto's transit affects your inner world, spirituality, and subconscious mind as it transits your 12th house. You may experience profound transformations in your spiritual beliefs, intuition, and psychological patterns. This transit encourages you to confront your deepest fears, release emotional baggage and trauma, and embark on a transformative spiritual journey. Well-placed Pluto's transit through the 12th house may enable deep introspection, heightened intuition, and spiritual growth, enabling this period a perfect time for therapies or psychological counseling. Therapy and counseling is especially advised for those individuals who have potential issues with fears or phobias, with insomnia or potential fear of certain spiritual entities, as well as potential addictions. On the other hand, if Pluto's transit through the 12th house is associated with another malefic, especially Rahu or the north node of the moon, this placement or this period can indicate potential issues when it comes to either causing phobias or other psychological issues as psychosis, as well as potential dangers for addictive behavior, especially substance abuse. Pisces ascendants will be drawn during this Pluto's transit to explore the underworld and the hidden truths. This makes an excellent period for all fantasy writers or any other creativity where strong imagination is needed, but on a more negative side, this could cause people to get involved with the more negative side of the underworld, both the criminal underworld or other manipulative tendencies, which can cause a transformation, for example, in their lives, even to the point of being convicted and sent to prison or hospitalized. It's important to remember that these are only general interpretations, and the specific influence of Pluto's transit can be influenced by unique aspects and placements in individuals' birth chart. So for a more accurate and personalized analysis, it's recommended to explore the whole birth chart together. This shift of Pluto into Aquarius after over 200 years will certainly make significant changes in a whole global society. So it is up to each and every individual to make sure that this new shift will truly be a new age of prosperity, love, and general well-being and peace on the whole world. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and join me in the next episode where we will explore another astrological placement for a better understanding of ourselves and our path in life.